Jim, 2 undefeated home to Chorley today. Where was that game lost?
Lost in the first half. I think, you know, we've, won't making excuses, you know, we've one of my worries going into the game. You know, we've got a lot of young lads at the club at the minute. This year with Chris Neal at the minute, experienced pro, Luke Burke, our regular right back, Luke Conlon, our left back. And I thought Chorley took full advantage in the first half. I thought it was a little bit, you know, where they're loading it on us, you know, first contact, second contacts, a little bit more ruthlessness, a little bit more know-how, and we look quite vulnerable, quite inexperienced, which we knew before the game, but that is what it is at the minute, and we just got a little bit duffed up, if you like, for periods of the first half. So, you know, fair play to Chorley, they played on that, they played off Big Cardwell. You know, we made too many errors, we were not robust enough, as I say, defensively. Going the other way, I think there was some good stuff, created opportunities. I thought there was not much in the game. They've had the mad one that got caught and Bobby pushed onto the bar, fantastic block by Witts. We've had opportunities going the other way. I have to say, stonewall penalty for me, I thought at the time, I've looked at it since I've come off the pitch. Stonewall penalty second half on Sam Osborne as well, but that's a different matter. I'm not going to sit here and start blaming the referee for us getting beat because it wasn't down to him, but could have helped us. On another day it does help us, but that's where we are at the minute. You know, we're having a bit of bad luck with unavailable players. We've come with a team today we could think could win the game. You know, they've reacted right in the second half. You know, we've had all the ball, all the opportunities, but for one reason or not, it hasn't fell for us. Got the goal back through Ben Solid, and I don't think we deserve to lose the game. That's football. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net. They've put it in twice, we put it in once. Unfortunately, we lose the game.
Like I say, it just seems to be then sort of fine margins, if you will. We had some good chances in that first half, obviously. Nick Horton had a really good chance in the edge of the box, killed it just wide, and on another day those go in, and you take advantage of that and you go forward. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for us today.
Yeah, that can happen. You know, we've just lost the last couple of games. As I say, we're a bit stop-start with regards to what the players we have available, etc. You know, and then you look at, like, you know, they work extremely hard on set plays. One of the best in the division. We've studied them this week. We've looked over, you know, what they've got and how they do things, and we've spent a bit of time. And I thought, you know, we've done well on that because we got done last season. We've got done today. Again, just switched off around the back stick, didn't get first contact. But before that, we've had a well-worked corner, and we could always have a free header, which is just drop the other side of the crossbar, and then they go down the other end and get one. So, you know, it is a fine dividing line. There wasn't much, you know, in the game today. Credit to them, they were throwing the bodies on the line at the end. You know, they're cheered on by the crowd behind them. They've got something to cling on to, but, you know, we've given them that leg up today. We shouldn't be conceding as we did. We should be doing more. Certainly the second goal, it was scandalous from the time the goalkeeper put it on our back four. You know, first contact, can't wrap up the second ball, getting run off, you know, and then ultimately it takes a deflection off Kieran Lloyd and goes in the, looks like it's going down Bobby's throat and it goes in the bottom corner. So, you know, those things can happen. But as I say, I think we've created enough. We've had a good, you know, second half performance. When we get the one back, you're thinking, come on, let's go and get the next one. But as I say, we've given the opposition that little lead, and they're clinging on to all sorts, and a couple of the little things, as I say, we ain't going our way with regards to time of the substitutes, getting them on, or the penalty shouts that we had, or how many times Nick Horton got volleyed up in the air, how many times the goalkeeper runs the clock down, he gets booked in the 93rd minute. You know, as I say, all things that can go against you when you lose, and a little bit of a sticky spell like we are at the minute. So unfortunately, that's football. It is what it is. You've got to man up, you've got to recover, make sure that we're ready to go in 48 hours time, because Chester will be waiting to throw the boot in on us.
You mentioned before Chris Neal, Luke Conlon, some of the players that we've not had for quite a while. It just seems we've not had any luck with injuries at the moment. A couple of changes look like they might have been enforced at the moment. You had Horton go down, you had Jack Sampson go down. What's the sort of state of play in terms of those players, and how are they?
I don't know where to start with it. You know, we've had some bad luck, you know, with injuries. We've had some disappointing news with regards to a couple of our players. Obviously, Philly's back in the building today, and I thought he was excellent when he come on second half. That was a real plus point for us. You know, Witts' first game in 6 weeks. You know, Luke Conlon goes down training the other day, freak injury to Liam Nolan last week. Joycey comes off today, Nick Horton's ankle. Nathan Shaw, Stephen Dobie, Luke Conlon, Luke Burke. It's just I've never seen nothing like it. But like I say, if you feel sorry for yourself, there's always someone waiting to put the boot in on you, and that was the case today. You know, they sensed blood, they've got all over us, over our backline, our young backline, and you know, as I say, you can't feel sorry for yourself. And I'm not going to blame injuries. It does help to have your more senior players or your players that are more used to playing in games like today. But that's not the case at the minute, so you've got to man up, roll the sleeves up and come out fighting. We didn't do that enough first half, much better second half. But I look at their team and, you know, they've one or two at 21, 23, something like that, but they've got a good nucleus of their squad up 25, 26, up to 30, loads of know-how. The team's picked itself all season, you know, played every minute. There's quite a few of those players in their ranks. And if any team in our division had the unavailability of players like we have, like I've just discussed, they're going to feel it. So we're just stuttering at the minute. We're just getting by, but unfortunately we're falling below that fine dividing line, like we did at Darlington, like we did last time out against Solihull, and like we have again today. I don't think we deserve to lose the game today, but you know, we've given our absolute all. The lads are flat out there, so it's time to get down them, support them, get them ready, because as I say, 48 hours time we play Chester and they'll be smelling blood. They'll be thinking, right, you manager, no better time to play foul. So we need everyone's support, we need everyone to get behind the lads that we've got available at the minute to drive us through this little sticky spell. You know, it's always the case in any league season, whether you're Man City, Liverpool, the top of the Premier League or right down the levels, you will have sticky spells within a season. So we're going through ours at the minute. You know, we've got Philly back now, we've got Alex Whitmore back now, big players for us. So we've lost one or two today. Hopefully Nick Horton's okay as well. You know, strapped his ankle up and got through that, you know, that last 20 minutes, but I just don't think he's getting any protection. He's the best player in the league for me, and every time he comes up against anyone when he's having a good game, he seems to be getting volleyed all over the pitch, and that happened again today. So no protection. But the referee was poor in that department, poor in many departments to be honest. But he needs more protection, Nick Horton, because he is a flair player, he's a good player, and if you know, teams see that, they're going to put one in on him, and if the referee doesn't stamp it out, they'll continue to do it. Like the time wasting situation, how many times has he warned the goalkeeper, and it takes the 93rd minute? Well, it's too late. So, as I say, those things can go against you. Good crowd, good game in the main, two sets of supporters, great to see our stand open, you know, both getting behind the team, both had a go, you know, saved up a good one, but if you're a foul person like we are, it's not a good afternoon for us, so on to the next one.
Like I say, on to the next one, Chester in 48 hours. How do you prepare for that now? Do you have a training tomorrow, or is it a case of recovery and then back to Chester on Tuesday?
No, we'll be in tomorrow. We'll have an head camp tomorrow. That's what assess the injuries we picked up again. As I say, Nick Horton, Luke Joyce, one or two others, Dan Pike much more so with lack of games, more with cramp. But as I say, there's probably more players in the treatment room at the minute or unavailable than there are, so that's why you need a squad. But for me, we look a little bit vulnerable, look a little bit, you know, young in that back line. But as I say, credit to them second half, they manned up. We still didn't get the you know, the little bits and pieces, the dark arts with regards to, you know, letting teams off the hook when they're under the cosh and they're going up to the front man and we're giving away a silly foul. Just kills all the momentum, lets them eat up the clock a little bit more, and that's what we've got to do better. But they're only going to get that by playing. As I say, if you're a 19-year-old right back, a 20-year-old centre half, a 19-year-old left back, you know, a 19-year-old goalkeeper, it's probably too much all at once. But they've got to learn quickly. And we'll come in tomorrow, we'll dust them down, we'll have a look over it, you know, what we could do better. We'll be, you know, make sure that we recover them right and come out of Chester and open to get back to winning ways. We need to stop that little difficult run that we're on at the minute in any way, shape or form. Go and take something in that game, and then hopefully go and have a revenge against Chorley in the second. So say we'll be in tomorrow and then we'll be ready to go come 48 hours time.